Herbicides didn't cause all of my vegetables to flatline. The neighbor sprayed herbicide on his property, and of course we had the herbicide drift, which affected my garden. So here it is looking way different, way more spacious than what I had before. But I'm gonna tell you some veggies that survived, tough as nails. So if this happens to you, or you can tell a friend, the ones that are really tough, and I'm gonna go right into it, okay? So first, my peppers. Rain is coming down, so I know this is not unfortunate, even though it's a setback. My peppers, the first one, peppers. Pepper plants survived, okay? And I still have produce to show. One, and I have another pepper here, okay? Malabar spinach, that is a second one that survived, okay? It's very tough, it is very hardy. The limb is still firm, so I know it's good. Eggplant, that's a third one. Yes, it lost some leaves, but new growth is coming up and it is still standing tall. And I have one, I have two, and I have a whole bunch of peppers. What I did though, I had this fish pepper at the front in one of those pots. So I moved it up. Now that we have space in the garden, space by default, I'm just gonna utilize it and work with crops that can go now in the heat of June. And of course I'm getting some rain, so I'm glad for that. The other one, let me show you. Green onions. I had some before. What I did, they were around the back. They're around the back here. See, I still have one that I didn't touch. All I did was harvested the tops and replanted them at the front. So this is giving me the opportunity to also reshuffle the garden, like a mid restart. So I'm capitalizing on it and learning. So in case you're just joining me, Deb here, 2 raised beds to freedom, fast producing raised beds, easy economical DIY, organic, minimal space, minimal effort. And here I have a situation. My garden is down. It wasn't the heat. It wasn't pests. It wasn't overwatering, underwatering. Here it was the unfortunate events of a neighbor, and I am paying the price. Herbicide drift. So I learned something new, okay? So I'll show you my garden before and after, what my crops look like before and after. And if you notice, I had this trellising system on bed 1. From the get-go, I said I would have moved it to bed 2, and I just took the opportunity and I did that, okay? So let's move on. I'm gonna show you the other tough plants that survived in my garden, and I'm still feeling good about it, and we're still gonna move on, okay? Potatoes. I have my potato vines here. You can see them. They were all sprawled off against the backdrop here. You can see that they still show signs of this spraying. But what happens is the good thing, this is a root crop. So the produce is underground, so the leaves are fine. I know that what is happening is not because the plant itself was going bad, like going dead or anything. It's just been affected by the effects of the spray. So those are fine. I'm gonna leave them and let them continue. Over here, my fruit here, this is a Barbados cherry, and it is doing good. My blackberry vine, it is looking very sad. My chayote, it's still here. I am gonna cross my fingers on it, but I'll see how it goes, okay? Now, for down here, I have one cucumber, a cucumber vine still going. I am watching it and I'm gonna see how it goes. However, this one that I was so proud about, that had one of the biggest, this is not looking so good. So I'm gonna take this down, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna harvest seeds so I can go again. So this is not all a loss, this is all a learning process. And what I will show you though, I did start to put some new things in. I got some more basil. I have this corner here, and I have the corner of this bed here, because what happened, look what happened. And I was hoping, and maybe I'm still hoping, but I'm gonna watch and see. The stem itself is still feeling firm, so I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Or maybe I just take the leaves off and propagate, but I'll see how it goes. But this is kind of sad, but I just have to start over, okay? So that is exactly what I'm doing. I have some more peppers. This one is going on, and I have one with peppers here. One plant that was tough as nails. These are baby okras, and you would think that because they're so young, they're weak. But look at them doing real well. So I have some winners. I have some winners in all of this, and I am going to capitalize. And what I did, I got some new things to restart, to add to my beds and to pots, and I'm gonna show you, okay? Eggplants, okay? This is another one. Since it was so tough, I'm gonna try, these are some longer Japanese purple eggplants, and I'm gonna try some more in my beds, okay? We're gonna continue. Marigold, okay? My marigold take a hit. It was right here, and if you notice, this that's all dried up. So I have no more marigold. And as we all know, we need marigold for pest control. So I'm gonna see what happens and what becomes. But I have marigolds, and I started to put some in. I think I have one here that is more or less buried. There it is. But I'm gonna add some pollinators. I got some more basil. These are the purple ones. Some more peppers since they're so tough. Okay? And then I got me some more rosemary. The herbs did more or less good, okay? My mint there, it is looking sad. As you see right there, it is looking sad, but it is still alive. So I'm going to leave it. And if you notice, my other rosemary there is going on good, okay? So because of that, I have some things here that I'm going to start over with. But I'm not gonna call this anything negative. It is a learning process, okay? You lose once, you learn twice, and that's where we're going. So that is my list. And oh, I forgot one. Ginger. The leaves, not even the leaves above were affected. I have another one here. The leaves above were not affected by this herbicide drift. And I am very much stunned because even though it's a root crop, the potatoes are root crops, but their leaves, you know, looking very evident that something took place. This didn't budge at all. So those are the crops, the tough ones that you can look out for. If this happens to you, just know that these won't budge. The ginger, the peppers, the spinach, you have eggplants. If you have herbs, the rosemary. Oh, and one more, the sage. I have my sage here. And yes, the leaves curled a bit, but it's not dead. So here it is. Here it is. And I have oregano that's still alive. So there you have it. I have herbs. I have sage. I have oregano. I have rosemary. Those did well. Okay? And my thyme is still alive. You see, I put a little right in the corner there. It is still alive. Green onion still alive. So that is what is happening. We're moving on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to cry foul. I just made a note. And I'm going to learn, and we are going to learn together. We have come a long way. It was sad initially, but we're going to move on, okay? So stay with me, stick with me. Deb here, sign out again, giving you a little update, a disappointing one, but a fruitful one that we're going to learn from, okay? So I'll see you in the next one. Stick around. Take care.